Thursday, January 11th, 08:49 a.m. New York time. Good morning. Just completed day trade, a scalp, Forex, the currency markets, the euro position. I closed for profits. I closed early because we're coming into the economic news release at 8:30. This website, one of many, it shows pending economic news to be released. So I was situation awareness of that, and I closed my trade early because I don't want to be in a position during the news. So I didn't stay in for the target price I was looking for, but I closed and still made a profit. Good job out of me. So again, the 8:30 news, these red ones were big news, very important. Previous numbers, forecasts, and their actual numbers. More news later in the day, less important. Now let's go to the chart. So pre-market, before I even get into positions, I'm setting up my charts. Looking here on the first call. At this time of the day, I was trading Forex, so I'm focusing on currencies mostly. Situational awareness of the other financial markets, commodities, equities, treasuries. So here, daily charts, left and right, both daily charts. Left, US dollar index, and the right, the euro. Euro being the largest weighted currency inside the US dollar, as well as the euro is trading. So I'm looking at them in the morning to identify where we are from the prior day. Are we above or below? Are we inside candle? Well, US dollar here, green candle, above and below the prior candle. And euro, red, but made a higher high, higher low. So before the news came out, US dollar here was red, was below the prior one, and the euro is green. But the point is, higher high, higher low on the euro. So I was looking bullish bias on the euro. And here you can see again, what's going on here is consolidation. The point is the significant candle before I took the trade. This was red, this was below, didn't make a high yet. It was lower low, lower high, higher high, higher low. Let's take it to the 4 hour now. Take it to 4 hour. Each in the 4 hour candle. And from here, start charting further. Labeling. Again, the current candle is a 4 hour candle, will be done at 9 a.m. So prior to this 4 hour candle, here, this green one here, I'll use dollar on the left, here on the right, these big candles were not like that. Yep, so I have these labeled. And again, here, the dollar, that was a swing high from prior days ago. It tested a few times, filled to close above it. So I thought it was important to keep that as well here too on the euro. Yep, I kept it. So both of them, the prior days, tested their 4 hour highs on these swing points, these blue horizontal lines, and rejected them. That was concern. On the bottom side, instead of using blue, I used the purple. Again, swing low. And the euro here tested its here and rejected it, showing more bullish bias. Buyer stepped in defending it there, here. Let's take it now to a lower time frame. Take it to the hour. Oh, no, let's do this. I want to also show the, oh yeah. So now I want to load up my scalp line so you can see more. I'll put it here first. Let's take it to the hourly on each of them. There we go. So the hourly on the dollar pre-market, I'm seeing what's going on here. This is the Asian session, the green, blue, the London session, same here. And looking at this, I noticed overnight, US dollar, yeah, it was trading below the prior day. During the Asian session and during the London session, it went back inside the range of the prior day, where the euro was trading higher than the prior day on the Asian session. And during the London session, it went back inside the prior day. What that's telling me is mixed signals. Yep, because look here again at the dollar. Made a lower low than the prior day during the Asian session. London session made a lower low. and then went back up. Yeah, this was all over the place. Same here, mixed signals on that intraday time frame. Let's put it on the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, you see the prices are moving right now because the market's still open. And of course, thank goodness I got out of my trade because again, I was long the euro and it went down hard. So on the 15-minute charts, and I'm labeling, these are 15-minute charts. On each one, I'm labeling the Asian session, London session, Asian session, London session. Again, a lot more activity during the London session, of course, and then coming to the US session, even more. A lot of it's got to do with economic news, events, and participating. People that are trading. There's more people trading during the London session than the Asian session. And then the New York session, there's more people in the New York session. A little insight. The London session, their afternoon session is the New York morning session. So we have an overlap of traders during the New York session, bringing more liquidity. That's a positive thing. So now I want to bring this to Q in my, right here. My drawings I do. My scalp drawings for that day. Go to take it on the 4-hour. Okay, we're going to look at the euro on the 4-hour. So coming to my desk, trading desk, before I start trading, from the 4-hour session, I want to start labeling significant levels. So this was midpoint right there on that prior green candle, midpoint. So I labeled it. It's almost a solid body. So I thought it was important enough to label here. And I also know that was a big 4-hour impulse move. So I labeled that right there, impulse move. I'm looking for these areas potentially to be retested. That's why I'm labeling. They're very significant on the higher time frame. And then on this red candle, it's that purple horizontal line under there. That was the 4-hour low before we got tested here. And then again, you're going to see the 1-hour ones. So I'll put it on the 1-hour now. So now we're looking at the 1-hour chart. You can see where I have again. It's more important to look at this where it says 1H. That means the 1-hour. So that was the 1-hour low there. I labeled. That actually was supposed to be dotted line. Oops, the solid lines of the 4-hour. Made that mistake there. Shame on me. So you're going to see some of these gray horizontal lines. They already got tested during the trading session. So I changed them to gray. Okay, so this is the 1-hour. Let's take it to the faster time frame now. Or again, you see see these were correct. The 1-hour horizontal line I had dotted here. That was the high there and low there. I wait till the hour gets done. And it hasn't been tested high or low, I'll label them. Let's take it to the 15-minute. Get it sold momentarily so you can see where the trade was. Now we'll look at the 15-minute. Yeah, remember the news was at 8:30. So the 15-minute candles, zoom in a little bit. I saw this bearish pin bar here, bearish pin bar, which happened to be the new high of the day because this was the overnight high. Gonna label it so you can see it. Prior to this 15-minute candle, this was the overnight high, this yellow horizontal line. See, it says overnight high. I labeled that. And it was also a 4-hour high. Well, that bearish pin bar formed there. I was thinking, okay, there's a good chance that's going to get tested. Because again, the market was bullish. See this trend up? Yeah, I made this orange horizontal line on the 15-minute trend that is doing staircase pattern, higher high. Consolidation, breakout, nice breakout here. Higher high, consolidation. But when that formed, I was thinking, okay, going to take a trade bullish on the faster time frame and look for a retest to the upside of there. You'll see it on the minute momentarily, but it did end up doing it. You see that? Prior to the news, so it was a pump back up in there. If I'm using the right words. And you see again, this was a tight consolidation here. Nice. Let's put it on the 5 minutes. It's almost 9 o'clock, almost top of the hour. A lot of things could change right now. So now looking at the 5 minutes, I'm also looking at the 5 minute. I see this huge consolidation right here. Again, I'm looking side by side with the dollar at the same time. So this was the dollar. Apologize about that. So the dollar was doing the inverse. So I'm looking at both to see if there's trade signals setting up. Why? Because one might be clearer on the other one. Shows up better. So again, I'm looking at multiple screens. Yep. So you saw the dollar grinding down. Well, here, you're going to notice this when this had a 5-minute setup here. I like this. Zoom in some more. See one here too. I like this. This was that 1 hour high there. And the overnight high. It popped above that overnight high, that yellow horizontal line, and did a reverse. Okay. So it did a trend reversal. It did it here too. But again, understand the higher time frame, I was bullish bias. So I was looking for pullbacks for entry. I didn't go short here. Short could have made some bucks on the downside, some pips. Again, the strength was on the upside. So again, the higher probability was don't trade against the trend, which was bullish. So this pullback, and I was looking for the entry. And then we had that reversal. I had that white candle. White candles mean the open and close at the same price. I said, that's suspicious. Yep, it's suspicious. It didn't occur here. No, but it occurred here. And when we broke above that white candle, I went long. You see this on 1 minute momentarily. Then we have this red candle, which traded against me. But again, buyers came in, defended it. So I see this building consolidation, which is good. Give me a bullish bias. My stop was just underneath this orange horizontal line with the 5-minute low. And then again, we're getting close to the news. The news was here. Actually, the news was, sorry, in this 5-minute candle. We'll get this in a minute moment. And during that 5-minute candle, look at that. Also, a white candle made a higher high. Rejected. Thank goodness I closed my trade there. And then you see here too, the opposite. Let's put it on 1 minute now. Maybe I should have done 5-minute on that side. So on the 1 minute, I'll zoom in first. See here. So again, on the 1 minute, I went long here. When it took out, again, I showed you on a 5-minute when it took out that high there. I'll put it here on the 5-minute. So you can see the side by side. So the left chart is the 5-minute. So again, that white candle, where was the breakout? And I went long after it right there. Again, that was the high, the 5-minute right there. And I went long there. Came down, so did some retest. And the bottom of that red candle here, zoom in some more. The bottom of that red candle was right there, the bottom of there. So my stop was below there. Took some heat, went higher, higher, higher. And my target price on the 5-minute, you see it clearer here, same thing on both sides, but my target price was back here at the swing high, that purple horizontal line. I was looking for it to test that. And that's where originally I had it working. And I was hoping to get it tested before 8:30 news. And as we were getting closer to it, I didn't want to stay in that long. Let me change that white yellow line too, so clear some stuff up. It ended up testing that high. Yep. During that last 5-minute candle before the news came out. So could have made more. Yeah. And I closed here. Let's zoom in some more. This is where I closed, that green candle there. And then next minute pop tested that. But that next candle was at 8:28. And I was concerned that before the 8:30 news, they might just dump it. So close again right here. And then the next minute popped into my original target price. Then the news came out. Look at that. These are 1 minute candles. So again, This red candle here was the 829. And I thought this might happen when I was here. That's why I closed it out. So green one was 828, red 829, which they're dumping it just a minute before the news. Again, thank goodness I got out of it. And then you see this 1 minute candle during the news, huge whipsaw, huge red, where you see it here on the green one with a dollar. Put it on 1 minute. And notice it tested all these prior lines I labeled. Yep. Went all the way down deep. Deep, 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 deep. Let's put it on 5 minutes. So you can see it has so much whipsaw. And then we're almost done. So in the 5 minute here, left is a dollar, the right is a euro. Just to show you, here's the Asian session. Here's the Asian session. Show them both on the 5 minute. Here's the Asian session on the euro, London session. Look at that. You understand what the huge volatility. We went above and below the London session and Asian session and London session. Went above it during the economic news. Huge whipsaw. Just shows positive money management, getting out of that trade. And both ways. Yep. So inside. And then since then, the momentum's continued going down. So now it's the top of the 9 o'clock hour. And I'll focus on my next financial instrument, which would be the 0 DTE options on the S&P 500. But just to show you, finishing off here on the 4-hour candle, because that's what just got completed. 4-hour candle. Remember, we started this video before the 4-hour candle. So now we're looking at the 4-hour candle here, this green one, and this next one, again, dollar on the left, euro on the right. The next one would be done at 1 p.m. So the momentum's down, huge, as I expected on the euro. I tested where I was thinking it was going to go, and it also tested these bottom ones. Thank you, as always, for spending just a little bit of your time with me. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching. If you want to get deeper insight, well, the link's below in my Patreon page.